Stay a while and listen.
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up my coverage of Valkyria Chronicles 4. It is by Sega and released on September 25th, 2018. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but there was some email issues and things getting blocked and whatnot. Anyway, I want to thank Sega for sending this my way. I've been very eager and excited to play this. I was quite bummed out with the whole big delay there. I didn't know what was going on, but it's here now, guys and gals, so we're going to embrace it. We are going to love it. We're going to enjoy it. Valkyria Chronicles, the original game when it released on the PlayStation 4. I was looking at it, I'm like, this looks kind of weird, a little bit interesting. I'll give it a shot. So I went and took a chance. I bought it, I played it, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I'm hoping that VC4 lives up to the hype, or at least to its predecessor, and I'm ready to hop in and begin, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we're going to go with the normal difficulty. And I really enjoyed the story. I mean, sure it was...
The day our hometown burned. That was the day we enlisted. At last, we had something to believe in. Something worth fighting for. None of us yet knew. We couldn't foresee what this war would cost us. It was a battlefield. But it was where we grew up.
Alright, from the diary of Claude Wallace. Anyhow, the story was, kind of by the book, but it was still a good story. It was wholesome, it was nice. I enjoyed it. I know not everybody's going to love it, but I enjoyed it. The characters are a little bit too cheesy at times, but it all worked. It just made for a very unique and interesting style of the game. Anyway, I'm going to hush, let you guys enjoy this opening cinematic, and then I will return, and we will begin.
Wind out of the northeast, clear skies, and nap time's over. Come on, Raz.
I wasn't napping, just resting my eyes. You gotta relax, man. You are way too freaking tense. Your hands are shaking. So sack up, Commander. It's about time we get ready to roll out. Let's show those imps what's coming to them.
Yeah. A shift in the wind. There.
Huh? You getting those wind whispers again? Imperials incoming! All right, boys, it's go time!
Not gonna lie, this is making me smile big.
Squad E, do you read me? Squad E!
This is Commander Claude Wallace. Squad E.
The Imperial forces are on the move, heading for your position.
Ready to engage.
Do not let them break through to the front line. We're counting on you.
Roger that. Over.
Good luck, Squad E.
They won't advance until they're done shelling the area. We should have time to prepare. Kai, take a group to that southern hill and slow down their left flank. Raz, take 2 soldiers east and make some noise for me. You got that?
Gotcha. Keep up or get left behind.
At your command. Hafen, roll out.
Aw, it's not the Edelweiss? Aw, I was kind of hoping that would...
Ready to engage. All right. Just remember your training.
Hoping that might be the legacy thing that carried over from game to game.
We can do this.
The good old Edelweiss. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, I'm stoked, guys and gals. I've been waiting for quite some time.
Eliminate all Imperial hostiles. Let's stop their advance. Squad E, move out.
Let's do it. Come on. Yeah. It's just like the first game.
All set, Raz?
It's gonna be good.
Just say the word, boss. I'm locked, loaded, and in-freaking-invincible.
Alright.
Okay. First, we'll see how they respond to some infantry. Squad E, move out.
I can't remember. I remember Gallia.
Okay. Looks like everyone's in position.
I don't remember. I don't remember what squad they were. I don't think they were Squad E back then in the first game. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and play the first one again. Alright.
Finally.
Position.
It's time.
Yeah, it is.
I'm their commander. It's up to me to get everyone out alive.
Alright, Claude. Let's do this.
Concentrate. Remember your training. We can do this. I can do this.
Tutorial Command Mode. Alright. When the combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as Command Mode. Here, you'll select the unit that you'd like to move based on the terrain and the respective position to the enemy. Makes sense. Move the cursor onto Raz using WAS and D, or jump to him with the arrow keys, and press the Enter key to switch to action mode. Alright, I'll be using the keyboard and mouse for this, guys and gals, and we'll see how it all works. So I can move around with the mouse. Alright, so there's a scout up over there and 2 other scouts here. This dude's facing away, so we should be able to sneak up behind him. It looks like there's sandbags there. So let's see what Raz can do.
Here comes the pain!
Action mode. Selecting the unit switches them to action mode, where they can move and attack. Move a unit with action mode, or in action mode with WAS and D. Okay. The AP gauge at the bottom of the screen will slowly deplete while a unit is in motion. Once that soldier runs out of AP, they will be left unable to move. Yeah, so if anybody hasn't seen Valkyria Chronicles before or played it at all, you guys are, I want to say, in for a treat. Maybe, again, this might not be for everyone. I think it should be because it's fantastic. It's an interesting combination of turn-based tactics and real-time combat, sort of. It's very unique. I haven't ever seen a game quite like this, and I was blown away. They worked phenomenally well together. I am a big fan of the series, if you hadn't guessed. Order Raz to move to the Sandbags, or toward them. Alright, so we're going to roll out, get on over there. Tutorial, attacking. Now that they have moved into position, it is time to attack. Press the right mouse button while in action mode to enter target mode. Move the crosshairs quickly with the mouse, or press A or D to quickly snap between targets. Okay. Press the left mouse button to attack. If the enemy survives, they may counterattack. So try to make every shot count. Alright, so at this point I could just right click and shoot at him. But since he... Oh, I'm not... Just bear with me here. Ending actions. Troops can only attack once per action. I didn't actually attack. Once the unit is done moving and attacking, end the action to return to command mode. Press X to end the unit's action, or X can end a unit's action even if that unit has leftover AP or is not yet attacked, so be careful with that one. Pressing escape will also end your action, but you'll get a confirmation prompt. It'll appear whichever method you prefer. Alright, well, I'm not ready to end my action just yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step forward. I'm going to crouch, and then I'm going to go into targeting mode, and now I'm going to rat-tat-bang this guy. So if you look at the top of the screen, we have 7 shots have to land in order to kill this guy, and we are going to be firing 20 times. The bullets can land anywhere within the circle that's surrounding the enemy, so here's hoping that we hit him.
Wide open!
And we did. So we took him down.
I should have expected as much from you.
Okay, and from here...
Shame about the flowers.
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to move a little bit closer. Oh, I'm trying to make it to the sandbags. I don't know that I'll be able to. This might be a mistake. So as you see, if you move into somebody's line of sight, I wanted to do this, by the way, guys and gals. If you move into somebody's line of sight, they will start automatically firing at you, and they can kill you very easily. So oftentimes it's a really good plan to set up choke points where people have to run in front of your guys, so they just sit there and they shoot at them. Of course, you can always stop if you say you still have an action, like you haven't taken a shot yet. You can always stop by doing the aim, the right click, and actually target the guy. It'll stop their shooting while you're aiming at them. And then you fire, and then if they survive, they get the counterattack, and then they'll keep shooting at you. So we'll see if I can actually make it there, or if I'm going to get myself killed. Sandbags on the field provide cover. Move behind the sandbag and press the left mouse button to crouch. When crouch appears to take cover. Crouching makes the unit harder to hit and negates extra headshot damage. Take cover behind sandbags as you move. Okay. So we're going to end the turn so he doesn't keep shooting at us. We made it into cover with... he might have hit us once.
Damn
it
it,
wasn't
these
too bad.
assholes are in my way. I can't break through this.
I feel like that's new. One of the things I really liked about the first game was it was one of the few games, maybe I'm remembering it too fondly or incorrectly, it's one of the few games that didn't have an overabundance or maybe even any cursing or cussing at all. And while that might not be the most realistic thing in the world, it was nice as a change of pace considering how much games rely on just filthy language all the time nowadays. So that's a little disheartening, but that's okay. Again, it's a bit more realistic this way.
Why not? You're invincible, right?
Oh, good. We have the monotone peeps. I like it.
Are you really getting tripped up over some common foot soldiers? Why don't you ever stop and think...
Oh, shut up. Just hurry and take them out, will ya?
Yeah.
Thought you'd never ask.
Sweet, she's a
This
sniper.
won't take long.
I feel like it might take a little bit, considering it looks like you're aiming down the iron sights as opposed to using the scope, though I can't tell. Looks like the scope is kind of positioned on your hat. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Kai has deployed. Alright, so we're going to actually go ahead and roll out with her now.
Now advancing.
Sniper's Tutorial. The sniper class specializes in shooting down enemies from afar. Zoom in and out during target mode by moving basically the mouse wheel up and down. Makes sense. Use a scope to line up headshots. Looks like they want me to stay on this high ground. I'm going to move a little bit closer. Alright, we're going to zoom in. Woo! Okay. So again, it's going to hit somewhere within the circle range. It does not mean it's going to hit in the dead center of our crosshairs. As you get like more proficient with weapons or you get better weapons and stuff, I remember the firing circle, the area that it'll hit, gets smaller as you get better, so you're more accurate, you're a better shot. Makes sense. We're going to take a shot. We might miss, we might hit. It's all random chance at this point.
Fine.
Oh, we landed it. Nice.
Too easy.
Target destroyed. Good work.
Okay, and that's all we can really do right now, but there's clearly more people up over that way. We may take another shot. We may just end it all together. We're going to go ahead and we're going to end the current action, though. Very nicely done. I guess I could take another shot.
Now
Who knows?
advancing.
Maybe we land this other shot. It's, like I said, it's possible. It could happen. I mean, the dude's pretty far away, so it's very unlikely to happen, but maybe.
Fine.
Oh, we did it! What? Okay.
Didn't
That
take
was
much.
that was pretty good.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, well then we're done. Tutorial CP and ending phases. Selecting a unit in command mode uses up 1 CP or command point. CP reflects the number of times you can control a unit per player phase. When your CP reaches 0, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. Fair. You can press escape or X to end the player phase with leftover CP. Okay. Be mindful of your positioning before the enemy phase begins. Makes sense. You always want to be in cover and, have clear line of sight to the enemy if you can to make sure you have reactionary fire when they're running up on you. So we'll see how this plays. Oh, there's some people off the map. Alright, so we're getting to see. Now, if I recall correctly, snipers don't take reaction shots. They only take precise shots that you yourself control.
Here we go. About time, Claude.
Guess Claude's coming on in.
Yeah, I know. Soldiers, forward! Now's our chance to take the offensive.
Okay. Backup has arrived. Yeah, it has. CP and consecutive actions. Command points are replenished at the start of each player phase. CP can be used on the same unit multiple times in a row. However, I assume there's a downside to this. Let's see. This is useful for cutting into the enemy lines. Yep, running deeper in. Hurrying past dangerous terrain, fine, or finishing off a tenacious enemy. That said, they will tire out and start each consecutive action with less AP than the last. So essentially, say you can move 100 feet your first turn. If you use that person again in the same like turn itself, so you use CP to move them, you move 100 feet. Use a CP to move them again, maybe you can move them 75 feet or 50 feet. And then again, 25 feet. You know, it gets less and less. And then eventually, I don't think you're able to move at all. So the more you use the same person, the more they'll tire out. Now, if you get like one person behind 4 enemies, and they're facing the other way, you could probably kill all 4 of them with that person, even if they're not moving type situation. So, you know, there's lots of tactical options with this. It's nice. CP that goes unused during one phase will, however, roll over to the next. How you choose to manage the CP will determine the fate of your squad. Yeah. So there's other things that they're saying there is essentially you can also just chill back and wait and hope very, very, very much that they're going to run into you and then put themselves into a bad position. And then you can just outmaneuver them with sheer numbers and sheer number of CP. What I think we're going to do is we're going to have Kai, so that'd be what? Zyga?
Understood!
We're going to have Zyga move on up. And I sort of want to move closer,
Enemy spotted!
but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to crouch here. And essentially we're setting up for Overwatch shooting. So when the scout inevitably runs forward, either to get behind the cover of either one of the sandbags here or to try to run past us, we're just going to flat murder them. So I think that's going to be pretty good. Alright, going to stand up, and we're going to come over here. Again, I could move. I'm going to do it. I'm going to move a little bit further forward. I'm going to crouch. So I'm going to take a look here. I don't think we could even hit him if we wanted to. Yeah. So right now, he's so far away, it's too hard to judge how many shots it'll take to kill him. So our shots will be basically falling off at this point. Alright, aiming and weak points. Critical hits, such as headshots, deal greater damage than normal. Use the mouse to aim quickly. If using a controller, the D-pad provides more precise control. Shots fired will generally land within the circle marked in your line of sight. Increase your chance of landing a hit by lining up your shot so that the target is well within the circle. To kill shows how many shots must connect to eliminate the target. This number indicates whether your shots will reach the enemy or if you're aiming at a weak point. I guess it's that. So like right now, there's no guarantee that we can kill him at all, even if we took a shot. Oh, see, if we go for the head, so the head is a weak point. If we go for the head, it would take us 28 shots at this range to kill him. We're not going to do that, so what we're going to do is we're going to end our turn, or sorry, end our action with him. Then we're going to go and we're going to take a pot shot at him with our sniper, maybe?
Now advancing.
I know we have other people we can move forward, and maybe that would be the better play, but we like our snipers. Our snipers make us happy, so maybe we'll get lucky again. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. There.
There.
Oh, we hit him in the throat, or maybe in the shoulder. All right, so technically we could go again, but I think I'm just going to break it off here. We're going to see what happens. See if we can't get that sweet, sweet reactionary fire coming at us. Yeah, I'm in the face. Alright, so let's see what we got. What do we got? Bring it on, bring it on. Squad E, ready. Alright, he's going to roll out, and Raz is going to just destroy him. Rat-a-tat, bang him. There it is. Oh, that's not good. Alright.
Busting out the tanks, huh? This one's all yours, Claude.
Okay, and if you guys are wondering, I always wondered where, like, Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3 ended up at, because I was like, Valkyria Chronicles 4, and I had known before 4 was releasing, but apparently they went to, like, the PlayStation Vita, and that made me a little bit sad. They went to, like, handheld consoles as opposed to staying on the PS3, PS4, or even moving to PC. So, yeah, kind of sad, because, like I said, this is one of my favorite games. Just, like, I was like, whoa, this is really cool. So, yeah, if you're looking to get, like, play 1 through 4, you're going to have to get a handheld and play it that way. Maybe they'll do, like, a remastered version one day, release it on the PC or PS4, or maybe even the PS5 by the time that comes out. I don't know. I kind of hope so, but we'll see. Alright. I guess we're going to be coming out with our tank.
It's our turn
Was
now.
it the Hafen?
Fire up the engine, Miles.
Is that what he said? It wasn't the Edelweiss.
Yes, sir. Okay, the Hafen's moving out.
Yeah.
Destroy the enemy tank.
It will be done! The Hafen. I missed the Edelweiss already. Tutorial Tanks. Tanks boast firepower and endurance far beyond that of foot soldiers. They can withstand gunfire from enemy infantry, making them a solid wall for your soldiers to use as cover. Tanks can destroy objects with a red X on the command mode map, either by firing a cannon or driving into them. Tanks cannot fit into narrow passages, so advance with infantry in such cases. So you'll see that there's a tank with a little line through it, can't go that way. Oh dear. Oh, he's moving forward. There's a very good chance this ends poorly for us. Or it'd be fine. Probably gonna be bad.
No big deal.
Oh, he shot the Hafen, okay. I thought for sure he was gonna shoot the dude right in front of him. Apparently not. Alright, so we're moving the Hafen up.
Moving out.
We already took a hit, but that's okay. So you see that blue glowing plate? It's considered essentially our radiator plate. That is the weak point
I need ammo now.
on tanks and vehicles and things of that nature. So your goal when you're using your tank or when you're going after an enemy tank is always going to be to try to find a way to get to the weak spot. The weak spot not only works for tanks shooting other tanks, but it's one of the few places that you can go with an infantry soldier and shoot the tank and do damage with regular bullets. So I have a few options here. I'm probably just going to roll out with the Hafen and finish this guy off. I'm going to try also not to run over my own people, because that is most assuredly a thing that you can do. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fire at him. Like right now, this is not doing any damage. As you can see, our HP is at 1750. It's staying at 1750. I'm tempted to try to move our boy around and shoot him in the back, but I might just use the tank. It's safer. Anyway, so we're going to go take a shot, but it's going to tell us about tank warfare. It's probably going to explain a lot of the stuff I just explained to you guys. Tanks have 3 methods of attack. Okay, that was another thing I was about to explain, so I'm glad I waited. Armor-piercing shells, which is what we'll use to fight other tanks. The mortar rounds, which basically shoot up and then down, explode in a big area. Really good at getting rid of cover and doing damage to infantry units, especially if they're grouped up. And a mounted machine gun, which you probably use mostly for when people have run past your mortar range. You can pick them off. Armor-piercing shells are effective against tanks and other vehicles. The mortars hit a broad area with Ragnite blasts, ideal for infantry. Sure. And mortars travel in an arc, aim for the center of multiple foes to maximize firepower and preserve the limited ammo. And the machine gun is designed to strike foes who are too close for the mortar and to intercept incoming enemies. That's true. So if enemies run at your tank and they have to run across the front of it, just like he's shooting at us now, you'll shoot at the enemies. So you'll be able to also just basically do overwatching. So it's good. It's good. You can press 2 to switch the tank's weapons. Well, I don't really have a reason to shoot or switch them. I'm going to shoot them in the tread. So that was and probably still is a viable option, is to aim for the tread. Sometimes you can disable their movement altogether. So that's what we're going to try right now.
Fire!
But, I mean, we're going to have... We're fine. Like, we're going to be able to just move past this guy. It's not going to be a big deal. Like I said, I kind of want to run him around over here and see if I can get past, but I don't know if I'm in a good enough position to block it. Usually, they only fire out the front. I mean, we have enough CP to play around with it. I'll give it a shot. Alright. Yep, we made it. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure that we could. Alright, so now we're in a good position. And like I said, you can hit this with an armor-piercing shell and just do massive damage. And it might be for the tutorial, it doesn't want you to do this, and I'm just breaking the game. But you're also able to shoot this with actual just bullets, and it does damage. So let's see, it's at 650 HP.
Come on!
Oh yeah, see, it's not going to do much. Okay. Usually it's a bit more effective than that, but that's fine. So I'm going to come over here. I could be getting myself into a tremendous amount of trouble right now because this could very possibly not be the end of the map. I'm hoping it is. It's a tutorial map, so this should explain pretty much most combat things. Tank's weak points. The glowing blue radiator plate at the tank's rear is its weak point, where even standard bullets can deal damage. So try to get behind enemy tanks for a chance to take them down while being careful not to expose your own rear to hostile fire. So protect your booty, essentially. See, I just exposed my booty there briefly. It was not the ideal situation. Alright, and boom goes the dynamite. And also the enemy tank. Alright, sweet. Operation complete. Yeah, it is. I love the art style, how it looks all hand painted.
Anyone else want to try?
It's so good.
Squatty don't take shit from nobody.
You're gonna be that guy, huh, Razuz. I got nothing.
Claude knows what I'm. Whoa, you okay?
Flowers.
Oh gosh, no, not again.
Oh yeah, they didn't stand a chance. Come on, man. You're supposed to be commander of the Ranger Corps.
Weird.
A commander still has a heart, same as a foot soldier. Rank doesn't make this any less painful to see.
Dude, they're flowers. I mean, I know flowers are supposed to be pretty, but come on, dude.
But crying over flowers? Even little girls have bigger balls these days.
Okay.
Maybe. But what matters is that their hearts...
Alright, I get it. Power of the heart, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, I like him a little bit more, but not. I don't love Raz, but I can respect him.
Look, just go turn in your report already, will ya? Can't go get sloshed if we're stuck here on standby.
They're like the polar opposites, so I'd like a middle character. So if we get a medium character, a mix between the two, then I'm happy. We'll see.
Good point. I'll head to the command center.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, you do that. And tell the brass to send us tougher imps to fight next time, yeah?
All right. Well, I think we've done the tutorial mission. There might be more tutorial missions. I don't know. We'll see. We got an A rank. All right, we defeated the tank. We also defeated... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the screen. It says only one tank, but it should also show us if we defeated just an enemy normal person. Maybe that's the stuff on the right? I don't know. We'll see.
Prologue. Operation Northern Cross.
A new episode has been added. Tutorial Book Mode. Discover the untold history of the Second European War by viewing this chronicle. Select a new episode to continue. Tutorial Saving. Open the menu by pressing Escape. Save to record your progress. Anything can happen out there. Remember to save before, during, and after any combat operations. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that actually went pretty long. That's pretty much going to do it for this first episode. I know we just went through the tutorial mission. We kind of got to see how the game looks, how the game works. The characters and stuff are starting to build. We're getting to see a little bit of insight into them. But, yeah, it's very, very much like the first game, and I'm a big fan, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. Give it that thumbs up, guys and gals. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this and tons, literally tons of other stuff. And if you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, any of that wonderful fun stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video, as it always is in various links. Till the very next episode, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for checking out The Freak Show, and I'll see you next time.